Hello, this is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. In the video for today, I have something that I enjoyed and I can't wait to share it with you. You've seen before that if you've watched my channel for a while that I've been making a bunch of hummingbird journals over the year 2018, and these will be probably the last ones for a while. I've been making a lot of them. I love them. I love birds, but I'm going to be doing more journals in different themes and things like that. Especially in 2019, I'm going to be doing a lot of just kind of scrappy type journals using all different things, very eclectic. So that's my goal anyway. We'll see how it works. Anyway, there's two of them. There was only supposed to be one because this is actually a custom order for a customer. She purchased the Hummingbird custom listing and I started in on it, and after I already sewed the pages in, I realized I only did 40 pages and that I was supposed to do 60 for this particular listing. Most of the time I do my traveler's notebooks in 40 pages, but this one was a 60 page, so I had to start over. So instead of scrapping this, I finished it, embellished it simply, and this will be in my shop ready to ship that one of you can order. And then this is the custom listing that I made for Cynthia. So I went ahead and just upped the ante a little bit since I was at it. I thought I'd make it extra special. So here's the one that's in my shop, and it is just a yellow, a very bright, happy yellow cardstock cover. There's a little embellishment, some washi and stickers here on the back. This stitching on the front, silver inking. And then this is like a frame. Whoops, it's not staying in frame here. Huh. It's a little punch out and you can see the hummingbird through there. If you want to, you could go ahead and put a photograph or something on this side and it would show through, but you can see the hummingbird on this page. It's also lined, so you could write the year or your name or something like that if you wanted to. This is a very simple journal. I used some pages from Tsunami Rose from her hummingbird kit. I used some of those. I made a pocket. Here's one of the Tsunami Rose hummingbird telegrams, and then here's a little Tim Holtz journal card tucked in the pocket. There's coffee dyed paper, a little bit of lace, more Tsunami Rose. There's some stamping. Lots of background noise. My boys are having fun playing with the slime they got for Christmas. And yeah, here's a little embellishment cluster, like a little tab. This is from Tsunami Rose as well, and it's backed with just some stenciled cardstock. That's 1 John 4:4, so it's from the prayer version of the Hummingbird kit, and that is just clipped on here. And then on the other side, oh, come on, there's a little field notes from Tim Holtz, and then this is from my Hummingbird bound book of prints that you can purchase on my shop. In my shop, you can cut them all apart. Hummingbird stamping. There's a pretty wallpaper tag that I didn't make. This one of you lovely people made it. I don't remember who. It was in my pile. I just inked it and added some baker's twine. This is Simply Perfect. I made a little pocket tuck spot with some tags and bookmarks. Super simple. Here is a little hummingbird pocket with a little, this is cut out from, like, I found it at Goodwill. It's like a teacher's book, and somebody had written library art 3rd grade. I just tucked that in there. That would be really cute to collage or to journal on because of the lines. Here is a postcard, the Great Yellow Daffodil, and it's from 1993. It's never been written on, printed in Canada. I want to say my mom found this for me, but it might have come in Happy Mail. Wish I could remember. Another Tsunami Rose, backed with an index card. Some stitched on hearts. This is a stained glass journal card. My pen pal Mandy sent me a whole bunch of these. I love them so much. I've been hoarding them, but they're so thick and so nice, and you can tuck pictures in there. I added a little embellishment cluster to this page. Little paper ribbon, lots of room for writing, for adding pictures. Here's another cluster, and then the back. So very simple, only 40 pages, but this is ready to ship, listed in my shop. You can just click the link below. Now here is the custom order. This is going out to Cynthia. So I decided, yeah, to go a little overboard on this one, but This is a really pretty silver metallic cardstock cover. And then I have 3 layers. I have some hummingbirds from my bound book of prints you can get in my shop, and then some lace and some cardstock. This is a bead dangle my mother-in-law made for me. She's been making me lots of bead dangles, and I am so grateful because it does take a lot of time, and she'll just make them, and she loves working with beads. And so I tied that onto this flat back. I don't know that you could, yeah, you could snip it and take it off if you wanted to put it somewhere else. And then some sari silk from Victorian Gypsy Girl. This is her Wild About prints. It's from that. And that's just a loose knot. So you can take it off and add it to a traveler's notebook cover. It has baker's twine, 1 pamphlet, 60 pages, 1 signature pamphlet stitch. I got the baker's twine from Above Par Crafts. Her link is below, and there is a coupon code if you want to order from her shop. So I have a wallpaper pocket in the front with a little stamped journal card. And then we start off with a book page. This is a reproduction of some 1950s fabric. I bought a book that had a whole bunch of them, and I think they're really pretty. And then a little lace pocket with a tag. And this is just a little flip open booklet for journaling or adding pictures in. Another telegram from Tsunami Rose, and I'm not going to pull that out because it's going to give me a hard time. I made a little cluster. This is also kind of a design team, a guest design team project for, I guess it's not that, but I'm trying to show off a shop, however you want to say it. It's tailor-made journals. I purchased some of her eco-dyed papers. You guys run to her shop if you have not already. We all love the look of eco-dyeing. Not a lot of us have the time or the talent. I don't even want to try. I mean, yes, part of me wants to try, but part of me knows I'm going to spend 3, 4 or more hours, and I'm not going to like the way it comes out. So she made some beautiful ones, and then she scanned them and has them available in her shop. The price was really good. I paid for them, and I had no problem paying her price. Very, very good, and I just love them. So I included them into this journal. You'll see different ones throughout. So definitely I'll put her shop link below. And then this is just a little tag with a corrugated cardboard flip there. This is more of the eco-dyed paper. There's an Artie Mays pocket and then a little coffee dye tag that I made. And then on this side, here's another little like flip bookmark tag that I made. Here's a little wallpaper half circle pocket with a metal sunflower and 2 different tag bookmarks. Got some book pages. This is a muffin paper, and then if you can see closely here, there's it's punched out little hummingbirds stapled on there. And then on this side, oh, it can be a tuck spot on both sides, but I left this side blank and then put in a stitch tag on this side and a flower. More of that gorgeous eco-dyed paper. And then you know how sometimes you have a piece in your stash and you don't know what journal it's going to go in, but it needs to go in a specific journal, and someday it will just, you know, jump out and say, use me. I've had this for a couple years. Back when I did a lot of swaps over in the group Swap It, that is no longer even a group anymore. But someone sent me this in one of the swaps, that crafty swaps we did. It is so gorgeous. I just trimmed the tassel a little shorter so it fit this book better. But I just clipped it so it wouldn't fall, but it's a bookmark. You can put it wherever, or, you know, if you want to cut it apart and use the little flowers, then you could do that as well. There's a bookmark. Oh, get this back down. A bookmark that I made. Maybe I do need to just zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. More eco-dyed paper. Well, it's the printable version of it. I just added some gold doily on it. Lots of beautiful hummingbirds. This is a postcard from Victoria Designs. This page has a little story behind it, so I got some new edge punches for Christmas. One of them was this floral one, and there were 2 settings, and one was edge punch, so I'll show you here where I did it correctly. One setting is edge punch, and then one is supposed to just punch out the flowers so you can use it as a trim or something. Wow, my boys are loud. So when I realized that it was not going to punch the border edge, I thought it still looked really pretty, but I didn't want it falling over. So I just added some washi so that it would stand up. And I do think it is pretty and kind of quirky and unique. a big flower stamp, some hummingbird stamps, more of that eco-dyed paper. This is one of my botanical collage tags. This says a new day, but I have those in my shop. There's a little flower punch out. And then what I've done here, okay, so this cardstock, I punched this shape. So when you put it this way, I glued on some hummingbirds that fit in there perfectly. And then when you have it this way, you also see hummingbirds that I've glued on to there. This is a little wallpaper tuck spot. Here is a corner pocket and then some really pretty cardstock. And this is unique because my mom bought this for me from Habitat for Humanity. And they had a 5-cent sticker on each of the ones. And when I cut it down, it was still on there. I could cover it, but I think that's just kind of neat. You know, these are junk journals, and I think it's kind of neat to have that on the back, so I left it. Another wallpaper tuck. And then here is the correct rose border punch. Isn't that pretty? My husband bought that for me for Christmas. And then in the back, I've taken a bag from Above Par Crafts. I've cut it, stitched it, and glued it on here. So you can put a photo here. And then inside, there's a little coffee-dyed flip with a hummingbird stamp, and you can put your name or dates or any kind of information you want there. So I hope that you love this journal, Cynthia. I definitely loved making it for you. Thank you for being patient with me as I had to remake it once I put the wrong number of pages in it. So thank you for watching, everybody, and remember that this journal, whoa, knocking everything over, this journal is available in my shop. This one is shipping out today. So have a lovely day.